podcast number 7, B&J Balls Out Comedy Podcast.
Hello everyone.
How's everybody going?
We're good.
We're good? Oh,
Hopefully you're not sick.
We're not sick. No,
Well, maybe if you are sick and you're in quarantine and you're using us as entertainment, that's text in.
Perfect.
I should probably get one of those shit throwaway phones so people can text in. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's like, text me. So then my wife will probably go, who the fuck's that?
No, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. It'll be fine. No nudes. We don't need that.
Actually, I heard that the other day. I was like, oh, whose podcast was I listening to? I can't remember. I think it was Bert Kreischer or somebody. And they were actually talking about those throwaway phones. And somebody said, it was actually Bert Kreischer talking to Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll get you one of those phones. And Andrew Dice Clay's like, yeah, cool, give me one of those phones. He goes, but can they just send me anything? He goes, you get a lot of dick pics. I could just imagine Dice looking at it and going, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, we had a good morning. We've had Chris Winehouse in here and Matt Ninke.
Yep.
Great to have him on the podcast.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's going to be split up into two parts.
Yep.
But yeah, it was good just catching up with them, talking about it, and yeah, a lot of shit's gone on this week.
This is Saturday, March 14th.
14th, yes.
If you're anywhere near involved in comedy, you'll know the news of Melbourne International Comedy Festival being closed down. I don't know if it's everything.
Well, I don't think it is.
Is it everything? Like in terms of like, I know the government's suggested that they've banned gatherings greater than 500, which is a number they pulled out of their arse apparently. But I don't know what that means to little seated venues or fewer seated venues.
Well, I think if you've got something happening, great Corona. If you've got a venue, all you need to basically put out there is, if you want to come along, come along. If you feel sick, fucking stay home.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's not rocket science. I mean, if you want to infect everybody, well, that's. I don't want to be racist.
It's a dick move.
Yeah, I don't want to be racist, which one me, but it's
Fucking hell.
But let me say that. Okay, I said to the missus this week. Let me just say something. I'm not going to go on a rant.
Yeah.
I'm not going on a rant, but I probably will go on a rant.
I love it when you rant. Go for it.
Nobody said anything about China. Now the whole world's got it now, right?
Pretty much.
Where did it start? Just say it.
China.
Everybody's gone quiet now. And
Wuhan, to be more specific.
China.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not fucking I don't know, New Zealand. It's China. But I think they've done a system. Like the last podcast that I was talking about how, the baby formula thing.
Yeah.
I've worked out another system.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
What they're going to do now is everybody's fucked. So we've all gone quarantine.
Yep.
Wife's actually ordered some bars on our windows now, so we're going to be locked into the house.
Oh, Jesus.
I've got a bunker. No, I haven't got any of that shit.
We can make one.
Probably dig one out. Got enough fucking time. I'm not going to be working for a while.
I don't think there's bombs coming anytime soon, but yeah, we can.
But they're going to get back to business in the next couple of weeks. Let's say a month.
Yeah.
And we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Where do you reckon we're going to get all shit from again? China!
Yeah, no shit.
And what happens again? Round 2 of coronavirus.
Corona 19. Corona 20.
Yeah.
2.0.
Think about that for a minute. Nobody talks about this shit. And not that I want to sound racist, but probably did, but...
But hang on, let me just stop you right there for a second. The sequel's never as good as the original. But that might not apply for viruses, because viruses just get worse.
They get worse, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
It started with, a couple of legs, now it's on 20 legs or something, But nobody's saying nothing about it. No, look, it doesn't worry me. I just reckon
I'm not worried.
I just reckon we as a collective community worldwide have to look after our old.
Yeah.
Our middle-aged. So look after me, Geordie.
I got you. You got the guns, I got you.
But no, we've got to look after the vulnerable people out there, you know what I mean? And I don't get it, like the panic buying and shit. Look, we need shit, I get it. But we've also got to learn a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of
Common sense.
common sense. Yeah, probably common sense and a bit of ability to actually live on our means.
Yeah.
And it's not that difficult, man. I mean, shit. We all know how to make a pasta. We all know how to cook out of a can. We all know how to live. I mean, look, I get it, the toilet paper thing, but fuck me, if you're not going
No,
anywhere,
I still don't get the toilet paper thing.
you know, we're all at home. If you're gonna fucking wash your ass in the sink, man, that's what I've been doing for the last 20 years. Give it a bit of a splash.
Stomp if you have to, yeah.
You know, but they've gone crazy, man. Like, they're literally gone crazy. And then everybody's, and somebody said it beautifully. I'd love to know who started that.
Again, I still think it was the toilet paper companies. Honestly.
Yeah, but they're not gaining anything from it. Because they were actually saying, they had a lady from Kleenex on the Today Show, and that was a question they actually put across to her. Are you gaining anything from this and your company itself? And she said, no, we're not gaining it. We're just selling it at the same price that we always sold it. We don't tell Coles, Woolworths, IGA, whatever, to sell it at any price. We've got a fixed price that we sell to them. So, and that's what I'm saying. It could be Coles, could be, I don't know. It's just really weird because it's like, and now everything's shut down. And the biggest thing is when America shut down, everybody shut down.
Yeah, Trump came out and said they're in a state of crisis or something.
Yeah.
He sounded like he had a fucking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think was it Biden that had the cold?
I can't get track of who's in America.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had the cold, and then, but I don't know. It's just become so weird because everything is just going to shut down for the moment. And look, we've still got to live.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, it's going to be tough times for everybody across the board. I can see that. We just got to be smart enough and just, you know, live your life. If you're sick, don't go out. If you're feeling good, go out.
Yeah.
Support the restaurant, support the bar or wherever you go.
But even if you're feeling a bit iffy, just order in from the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. You still gotta eat. But I'm not struggling on the toilet paper front. The last time I did my groceries was a week before everything went nuts.
Okay.
So I've still got enough for a family.
Yeah.
Don't tell them my address, but I've still got enough. I'm not worried. Like I should at work basically, but like if I run out of toilet paper, that's the one time I'm going to open my door to like the Jehovah's Witness and shit who come in and like offering me pamphlets. Cause I will take it. Yeah. Finally, a use for religious paraphernalia, but like I don't get it. I don't get it.
This is the thing. You've got paper. You've got water. You've got every other means of sorting yourself out.
Yeah.
Why the fuck worry about it? Like,
and you don't have to go out and buy a bidet per se, but like you could just run the hose through the window if you had to.
If that's the case, I mean, but I don't know. A lot of the shitters in Melbourne are built into the fucking bathroom. That's got a shower next to it. And if that's the case, get in there, give it a wash, clean up after yourself, get back to business. You know, I don't look. I just look. I know it's real. I know it's happening. I think we've gone full hog on this. Full ballistic on what's going on now. But I don't know. I just we're still around. Our podcast is still around. Geordie's Death or Glory show's still around. Yeah, baby.
I didn't plan this. No,
you didn't.
I did not plan
this.
Yeah. That's going to sound like chemical warfare.
I've done a bit of travelling and Geordie would be like, just sort that shit out. Yeah.
Can you go to this venue and cough on that mic? No.
I'm going in there. My comedy's shit, but have a bit of this.
Comedy's not shit. Fuck off. No, I actually got a call from someone who, how do I put this? Is well ingrained into the comedy festival workings. Yep. Gave me a call yesterday and said, "Oh look, I like how you run things. Blah blah blah. I just want to give you a heads up so you don't get fucked." I was like, "All right, I'm listening." And he goes, "Just don't do it." Now I don't know if that was because I don't know. I get this impression that the runners of comedy festival think that's the only comedy that happens in Melbourne. That's how it's portrayed. And that's someone as a newcomer. Like I'm only 2 and a bit years in this. and I've only ever gone to Comedy Fest as a punter from years back and last year and shit, but I've never performed in it. But the way it's marketed, and I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off saying this, but they make it seem like that is the only comedy in Melbourne.
Well, it isn't, and
It certainly isn't.
and people run rooms. And this is the thing about the comedy festival. It was actually funny on the radio. It was on Neil Mitchell. This guy rang up and goes, I think it was Neil Mitchell or Tom Elliott, but anyway, he rang up and goes, "Oh, hey, how are you? I'm just ringing up. Me and my wife got me some tickets for my birthday, and because of the coronavirus and stuff happening, I can't get to the show. And how do I redeem my ticket? They weren't allowed to redeem my ticket." And he's asked him, "Well, how much was the ticket?" And he goes, "Well, it's $100. All right, fair enough. The guy wants his money back. I get it, right? And he goes, I can't see the main guys, but I can see the guys underneath it." He goes, "Oh, well, I don't want to see any of those guys. I want to see the main guys."
Yeah, well, there you go.
And it's like, well, he's not a fan of comedy.
No.
He's just a person that's just fucking robot trained fucking TV.
Yeah, he wants to see a guy off radio on stage. That's it.
That's it. And it's like, well, if you want to watch comedy, you watch, you go out there, you check out all the scenes. See, absolutely, there's shit. There's good, there's bad, and everything.
Same as music, same as
Absolutely.
art,
But
same as anything.
how are you going to experience if you don't try a bit of everything? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it made me laugh because this guy was like, "Well, I want my $100 back," and I just started laughing. I felt like ringing up, going, "I'll give him his $100 back just to shut him the fuck up." Fuck's sake.
It was a fucking present. Anyway, like, relax. But no,
So yeah, going back to the person telling you not to do it. Jeez.
yeah, it was strange. Like, it took me by surprise. I know this guy reasonably well, but it took me by
So
surprise.
did he have a show in the comedy festival?
Yeah.
And so now he hasn't got a show.
No.
But you've got a room that's running the shows.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It seemed a bit. After about 5 minutes, I thought, I don't know if it was me being paranoid, and I'm not a very trusting person to begin with. We've all been hurt in relationships and blah 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 blah. But I'm wary.
That's a dick move.
I thought it was weird.
It's a dick move.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who the person is. You haven't told me.
No one can control what is happening.
No.
I have an agreement with the establishment that I technically work for.
But it's not part of the comedy.
No, it's not part of the contract.
It's nothing to do with the comedy festival.
And I'm glad we didn't get residency because we tried last year.
Yep.
We both made contact with them saying, we've run this venue, we're trying to build it up from the ground up kind of thing. And I said to the owner of Death or Glory when I first started working with him, I was like, I want to build this room to a point where it can be eligible for Comedy Fest status, and I want to have a room where international or just big acts in general come down and say warm up before they hit the Comics Lounge, for example, or do fucking High Sense Arena or whatever. Like, I want it to be like the cherry bar of comedy. I want people to blow in if they want, and they warm up, they get a taste for the locals, and they go off and do their biggest shows. Works for everyone.
And I've said to you, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, we don't do that. It will be, because
so.
your fucking room's awesome. And the way you run that room is awesome. And there's no favoritism.
No.
You turn around, if you're capable, you can get up there and do your shtick, come up and do it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I love about it, because and you're being honest to the fucking craft.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I don't let. I book, and this has got me into trouble before. Not trouble, but just like you can't do that. I'm so and so. You should give me a gig. But I book talent, and by talent I mean funny. And I don't judge what's funny or whatever. But if I see you do well in a room, like say I don't know you, if I say you do well in this room or that room, and I happen to be there, I will approach you and say, hey, can you do this? Can you come to here? Can you come here?
Yeah.
I don't book ego. I book talent over ego.
Yeah.
So the quickest way for me to not give a shit would be, I've done this room, I've done that room, I've made this much from comedy, blah blah blah, and then I see you and you fucking bombing or going the way around it, like, because.
But you're supportive too. Sorry, but you are supportive, and you know what I mean. You support all of us. There's not one of us that. No, but I'm fucking calling it the way I say it.
I'm a fan of comedy. Like,
You
if
know?
you put on a good show, I want you here. Like, it's just as entertaining for me as it is for the crowd. That's how I see it. Like,
There you go.
that's why I don't do sets in my own fucking room, because I want to sit back and enjoy
Perfect example. I went to the Brunny on Monday.
Fuck, that was a good gig.
I wasn't even part of it.
Yeah.
And I got there early, came in, had a beam and coke, sat in the back, waited till everybody got there. Everybody rocked up. I wasn't part of the gig. I had the best fucking night that in comedy that I've had in a fucking while.
Yeah.
And like I say, I wasn't part of it. Glenn runs the room.
Yeah.
Glenn knows me, as in we've met through comedy. Hello, how you going, and all that. Mate, I had an awesome night as a punter per se. You know, even though it's free comedy, as a punter buying a drink there, I had a fucking ball.
Glenn is a fucking gentleman. He runs a room and a half.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see how you run a room, that is, you watch Glenn. But like, yeah.
But he's great too, because he actually gives you time. He talks to you, and like he came up to me, and, you know, we were talking about the mic thing.
Yeah.
And you know,
yeah.
And then he goes, oh, Matt said to you when he came on about the mic thing, he's got to learn how to use a mic, ha ha ha. Which is cool. I didn't get shitty at Matt. I just went, yeah, sweet. That's cool, brother. I was doing this shtick bit, part of it.
For anyone who hasn't seen Benny perform, he has 2 volumes.
Louder.
You're only, He's got this voice that he's using right now, and he's just got fucking yelling. And I told him, watch any heavy music, frontman. So I think I said, watch Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
Yeah.
When he's singing, he's got the mic here, but then when he gets into a screaming bit, he pulls it back here. Like that's just. Yeah, because the sound guy can only do so much.
Yeah. but he actually spent time with me. We had a chat.
Yeah.
He goes, don't have to listen to it. And look, but he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So why the fuck wouldn't I listen to him? What he's trying to tell me?
Yeah.
He's trying to tell me a good thing. He's like, mate, Glenn, I'm not getting shit. I love this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I want, Glenn, fucking Chris.
Yeah.
All these comics that have been around a while. If I'm doing something fucking wrong.
Yeah, you want to know.
Fucking tell me, mate.
Yeah, you want your next gig to be better than your last. Yeah, fuck.
Because when I get home, I'm not going to go, fuck it up, fuck me up. No, I'm going to get home and go, fuck, I'm going to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it and go, well, fuck. And I have been fucking trying to
pull it back, yeah.
Pull it back a bit.
There's a term for doing that with the mic. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that's. Yeah.
Don't suck dick. That's the term. But I didn't get shitty at it. I didn't get shitty at anybody. I just, for me, it was all about, you go to these places. I go to these places because I want to learn craft. I love comedy. I don't give a fuck. Like, I enjoy it. I'll go there, I'll sit there, and people see me like, oh, what's he doing here, sort of thing. I don't know, to watch comics.
Fuck, I don't understand that. Yeah, like.
Makes me feel uncomfortable why I've come.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to. Like, what the fuck? I'm supporting my mates. Like, I look at comics I work with in 2 ways. It's like, I see you as a friend, and then on the flip side, when we're at a gig together and we're on the same bill, I see you as a colleague. Like, I get FOMO bad sometimes when I'm at a gig and I'm watching it, and they're fucking killing. It's like, fuck, I wish I was on that lineup. But if someone came up to me and said, do you want to get up? I'm like, no, I'm not on the fucking lineup.
Yeah.
I'll only accept getting up if someone's bailed or you need an act.
Yes.
Like, I'm more than happy to watch because I fucking love comedy, but it's just, I don't get it.
But they look at you like, what
what are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Right.
And it was funny, like even Monday, like, I'm not going to mention names, but certain people that came along as comedians, and they're sort of just looking at me like, are you on tonight?
Oh, no, I understand that. That's a standard question because, like, sometimes you don't know who's on the lineup. Sometimes it's like, oh, dude, you on tonight? Yeah, how you doing? Like, yeah.
No, but it wasn't that. It was that you could see that whole, what's he doing here?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But I had a ball. You saw me. I was giggling like a fat little schoolgirl. Sitting there. All you see is me jiggling there. And even Glenn goes, I looked over it a couple of times when I was on stage. I could see you just laugh. I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was funny. Everybody killed that.
That was a good fucking night, yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like when you have that, when you feel that as a comic, even as a comic that's learning myself.
Yeah.
I feel that go, well, that's what I want. That's what I want to get. I want to get that laugh. I want to be part of that. You know.
Oh man, fucking Bron Lewis. God damn.
Fuck, she's good.
Got to get her on soon. Tried last week, but she was caught up with work. But fuck, God, man.
She makes tears roll down my fucking
eyes.
eyes.
She's so brutal.
You know, and this is the thing. Like people turn around and go, oh, you know, I'll say it for myself. An older guy. Oh, he's not PC. He's not this, that, and the other. He's, you know, fucking hates women. No, mate. I respect women on every level.
Yeah.
And you know, every level. And I might be ashamed of this sometimes. You know, in the sense of opening a door and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm married and she's kicked me in the nuts. That's why I've learned. But when somebody's fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck what you are.
Yeah.
Man, fucking tears rolling down my eyes. It looks like I piss myself. I've seen her twice now.
Yeah.
And I had no idea how good she was. Like she's fucking good at what she does. And that's what you want. You want people like that. And people like that lift the room. People like that make it funny.
Yeah.
People like that, you know, I don't know, for me it's all about not just, I can't stand the fuckers that turn around and go, fucking been this so fucking long, I'm the best in the fucking business.
No, if you were the best in the business, you wouldn't be doing an open mic, you'd be doing a high sense arena or something. Go book a stadium show, see how many people turn up.
And that's my, I've said that to a few people, just to take the piss because I'm a prick like that. It's like, well, get it. You know, if you're doing an open mic, fine. We're on the same boat. But when you've hit that next level, I'm gonna fucking respect you. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna learn something from you because you know how to fucking wrangle that crowd in. And to me, that's the best part of comedy. I mean, I've gone a bit of a rant. See what the Chinese do.
Oh Jesus!
Fuck with me, bro. Fuck with me. I'm just saying. But you know what I laugh?
Oh no. Alright, this might be our last one.
No, it's the last one. If you can't, like, you've driven my area a few times. Mate, I've got plenty of agents. They all love me here. They all know me. Who's that racist white guy? No, they don't. I'm not racist against anybody.
Everyone equally.
Yeah, fuck if I do. That's going to be my next ranting show. Fucking hate all you. So
no, if you want to say, like, you want to get to that next level, you got to work hard. And like, I remember seeing Bron Lewis. Well, first time I saw her was at my room, and I think she said she'd only done less than 6 gigs. At that stage, and she was fucking good. Like, and then seeing her, 6 months later, not completely different comic, but it's just like tightened up, polished, brutal in what she's not brutal in an asshole way, but just like, I don't want to say anyone else's jokes, but like her fucking punchlines. Oh, god damn,
she's good.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're PC, if you're fucking hetero, hate the world like myself, you're gonna fucking laugh.
Yeah, no, she covers a lot of bases. Yeah,
absolutely, she covers everything, and it's not like you're sitting there going, "Oh, she's only doing it for that side," or "She's only doing it for that side." No, man, she's covering the whole lot, and what she does, and like I say, I'll give the person deserves credit.
Yeah,
at what they're doing, and you see when they're working fucking hard. And we had 2 guys here today.
Yeah, fuck man. They're 2 of the hardest workers.
These guys work their asses off, and I give them fucking credit for it. And listening to them, they love what they do.
Yeah.
They love their craft.
I think the more you love it, the more you put in.
Absolutely. But we learn as a comics coming through, we should be learning off that, not going, oh, I've only been in comedy 6 months. Oh, fuck me. Oh, you know, I want to be on a fucking showcase in the sense of, like, you know, being on the comedy festival, having a show, and I've only been doing it for 6 months. Well, fucking ease up, Tiger.
That's the thing. Anyone can get on at the comedy festival. You just have to have the money.
You pay, you get.
It doesn't matter what your material is or how good it is. Anyone can get on it. And as soon as you see some people who are a few months in or whatever, and they think they're the next, Chappelle or Bill Burr or something like that. They should be doing arenas by now. you can get on Comedy Fest. It's just a fucking badge. That's why I had no interest in it. Like, coming into comedy, I was like, oh shit, that's what comics do. They do Melbourne International Comedy Festival. And then I heard some shit from friends. I was just like, no.
But you look. But this is my point. Like when the guy was saying, you know, oh, when you see like headliner comics or comics that I've seen on TV. Well, mate, you're not fucking experiencing comedy, bro.
No.
Comedy is sometimes when you go to these fucking open micers or these rooms, you actually see somebody and you go, this guy's fucking awesome, mate. What else has he done? You start getting all that. Oh, he must have done something else.
There is some fucking good comedy in Melbourne. Now, look, I'm only saying Melbourne because I haven't been to any other. Like, I went up to Sydney for work late last year, and where the hotel was, I was fucking ages away and I hate travelling, so I didn't want to venture out of my comfort zone. I was more than happy being at the hotel. I took my fucking Xbox with me to a for a work trip. I locked myself in the room. It was fucking brilliant. But like, I didn't want to venture out because I'm scared of travelling by myself, right? So I've no idea what the Sydney scene's like. I've met maybe 3 or 4 people from the Brisbane scene.
Yep.
Fucking lovely. They love Melbourne. They're not saying anyone's missing anything or someone's doing this better or someone's doing that differently or whatever. Like, everyone's doing, like, not doing the same thing, but like, the Brisbane scene sounds fucking awesome. So I can only assume that there are some fucking good acts who, if they get the light of day, can fucking explode.
Absolutely.
And it's the same as Melbourne. Like, get to a fucking open mic, even if you're thinking about it or like,
try it out.
Yeah, and there are so many good fucking rooms.
No, and nobody's going to bag you out. Hey, you do shit, you get it. And this is the whole thing that I love about these seasoned comics that have been around a while.
Yeah.
That's where you fucking learn.
Oh, yeah.
You get home and you go, fuck, oh, God, shit tonight. How many times I've done that? A lot of times, but how many times I've done that?
No, but that's you being honest with yourself. If you didn't feel it while you're up there, like, you're a comic who, you listen as much as you speak. And by that I mean, like, you see some acts who get up there and they come off with a smile on their face and they got one laugh for 5 minutes.
Yep.
They think they fucking killed it. You didn't.
No.
Like, I'll bomb all the fucking time. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Like.
But that's where you learn.
Yeah. You need to listen to the crowd. So you've done this bit. It worked well in that room. It's like, okay, I'll keep it. So when I think I've got a crowd like this, I'll do that bit again. Obviously in a different place or whatever. But like, you see comics who come off and like, dude, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, was it? Were you listening? Like, no one gave a shit.
Yeah. But that's that thing in their head where they get so in their fucking head that they're above and brilliant and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
And then they don't see the fucking light of day. And you've got to see the light of day. You've got to turn around and as a comic, you've got to look at the little fuck ups. You've got to have a look at the, oh fuck, well, I've got to turn that. It was like the crowd work. I said to you a couple of podcasts back, when me and Gary and we were at your room, we were sitting outside, and I wasn't even doing. I was just come down to watch.
Yeah.
And anyway, we had a chat and got to talking, and he's just like, no, he goes, you got to start doing a bit more of the crowd work, talking to the crowd, and sort of working that in there. And even today, the boys said, get the crowd on your side.
Yeah. You got to win them.
Win them over a bit. But that's the thing where you've got to listen to as a comic, and when you've got comics that go up there and go, fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
And you're sitting there going, fuck who, bro? This cunt that's fucking turned around and paid $50 for his glass of fucking whatever.
Yeah, no, that does my head in.
Man.
That's the quickest way not to get booked again.
But they do it. Some of them do it, man.
I know.
And I sit
That's why
there
I don't book them.
and I sit there and I look at them and go, fuck, why would you do that? Why would you? What? If it's not, like I say, if it's not part of your shtick,
Yeah.
and if you can't turn that, go fuck yourself around.
Yeah.
Don't.
No.
Don't
See, here's
touch it.
the thing. Like, you don't know a joke's funny. You might get a giggle out of yourself, or say we work together, and you know me, you know my humour stuff. Like my mate at work, Rob, he cops it all the time. Something will pop into my head like, "Hey Rob, what about this?" And that's a quick gauge.
Yeah.
But he might be laughing because he knows me and knows where I'm coming from with it. But I don't know a joke's funny until I perform it.
Yeah.
Like funny until you perform it. So something may have sounded good in your head, or a premise, or fucking a finisher, or whatever, or a punchline. And if no one gets it, you can't turn around and go, well, fuck you guys, that was funny.
No.
I'm not going to let you speak to my audience like that.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I think I've said this before, so sorry if I'm repeating, but you are fucking lucky if anyone gives you their time.
Absolutely.
You don't have to leave the house to be entertained. You don't have to listen to this podcast. You don't have to listen to a fucking podcast. Some people are more than happy rewatching things on Netflix or discovering new, in a comedy sense, like discovering new stand-ups that have been put up there, or just random shit on YouTube. You don't have to do anything. So for you to turn around and be like, that was a funny joke. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? I'm not inviting you back.
No.
You've just alienated the fucking crowd, whether it was 5 people or 50.
Yeah.
You blamed them for something that you maybe didn't think through, or you didn't try elsewhere, or maybe it was a shit joke.
Yeah. 99 times out of 100, it's usually a shit joke that you think is funny.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point, and that's people that don't want to learn the fucking craft.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, and look, like I say, I'm no seasoned professional. I'm nobody.
Me neither.
I'm just a fucking person that's looking at it from an outside in. And and even these guys, some like sometimes you see some comics that have been around a while, and I've even seen them do that where they've alienated the crowd.
Yeah.
And then they can, but they're good enough to dig themselves out of that hole.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these young guys that come through, man, watch, learn, look, listen, fucking, the more you listen, you just sit back and watch it, you're gonna learn shit.
And that's also why I don't understand flying in for your own gig, and that's it. Like, I get people have lives, people have shit to do and stuff, but you're committed to, okay, this night I've got this gig. Even if you just watch maybe 3 or 4 acts before you and after, you're going to fucking learn something.
I'm gonna go on my rant again. If you're
Yes.
fucking there,
I'm ready.
fucking stay there.
Unless you got shit to do, which is fine, but like, that's where I don't understand the gig
If
hopping
you go
thing.
there, fucking stay there.
Benny's words, not mine. But no,
No, but I get people who've got kids. I get people who've got responsibilities.
yeah,
But Matt said it beautifully today. If you're there, stay there. Watch it. Learn.
support.
You got to get up at. He gets up at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning to get to work.
Yeah.
I get up sometimes fucking 4 o'clock in the morning to get to
Yeah.
work, and I've just gone and I've stayed there till fucking. I know the show finishes say 10:30.
Yeah.
Let's say 10:30, 11 the latest. Now, if it's 11 o'clock, then I won't hang around to kick back with the comics because I'll go
Yeah,
work
fuck
the next
no.
day. I'll
Yeah,
go.
you can't.
I'm gone. But if I'm not fucking working, I'll hang out.
Yeah.
And this is my point. If you're there, fucking watch the rest of it. Show them that respect that they've shown you. But I can't stand those fuckers that come in. Excuse me, Jordy, early tonight?
Yeah, I
Early
have to
tonight?
go on early. Yeah.
No. You
Well,
know,
well, they say I have to go on early, and then they don't rock up on time.
and it's like,
Well, oh fuck me, it does my head in. I mean, I'm grateful anyone. Let me just clear. I'm grateful anyone wants to perform at my room. Don't get me wrong, but
no, we're not bagging you. Look, I'm not ranting about Geordie's room or saying anything about anybody's room. But fucking just across the board, people, this is the time where all this shit that's going on now, put a bit of perspective in the shit that you're doing.
there's some fucking pride in it as
You
well.
know?
Like,
Look at it, step back and go, well, fucking, all right, well, maybe this is a fucking, maybe this is Armageddon, the coronavirus comedy. It's opening our eyes.
no, I don't get like.
I need sound effects. Keep going.
Yeah, it's just more like I see comics who do like. We're gonna need zombie noises now. Like I can't get my head around, and this isn't dissing anyone who does it. However you party is how you party. I'm not judging. I'm just explaining. I don't understand. Like I don't understand the comics who put a thing up being like, I did 350 shows last year. Okay. How many of them were good? I just, how do you know if it was good? like, sure, someone will say to you, yeah, dude, good set, blah, 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 but, like, it's just like...
So I've done 350 shows, and then you say to them, what do you say? So...
How do you know if it was good? Like, I don't... It's like... Oh, I just don't fucking get it. Like... How many shows a night did you do?
Yeah.
How do you know if you went well? The person after you could have shown you up completely.
Yeah.
Oh, it just baffles me. I do not understand it. Like, I would be disappointed. Say I'm not a comic, well, like, from a music perspective, I go to a little gig, I'm seeing a name, and I go in and I see it, and if the band's not around to buy for me to buy a CD or to shake hands, like, dude, good set, that was cool, I've always wanted to see, or fucking whatever they say.
Yeah.
How do you know if you did well? There's no follow up. It's like,
oh, they know, but they know how they did well.
the number doesn't mean shit.
No, but they know how they did well. Their mates going, fucking best fucking show you've ever done, mate. You're fucking awesome. Fucking shit. You're the fucking best. Fuck me, dead, mate. Did I just rant again? I must have ranted again.
I remember. Surround yourself with people you can trust is what I'm trying to say. Like, I did a gig, I think it was called the Fat Duck or the Flying Duck or something like that in Richmond somewhere. And it was my first ever 10-minute spot.
Yep.
I think I was maybe 6 months in. I was like, fuck yeah. I had about 10 people from work coming in, because I'd only be doing open mics.
Yeah, yeah.
I had about 10 people coming in, and from all walks of life in my life, and two of them were my mum and my stepdad. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome. And my best mate was there, and then no one rocked up. There was like 3 punters in total. All the rest were comics, and I was with some big fucking names.
Yeah.
Not radio big, but like, I'd seen these people on posters getting into this. I was like, holy shit, this is nuts. And I got up, and there was just no atmosphere whatsoever. Like, everyone was sitting at the back. You couldn't even see them because the bar was so long. I tried to do this bit about how when we were complaining about man spreading.
Yeah.
So like sitting like that on a train or something like that. And I tried to tie it in something like, well, how come these women aren't having a crack at cyclists? Like, you can see everything there. Like, how come they're not, like, are they working together to make everyone miserable? Like, what is it? I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I got nothing. And I ended up just, like, fizzling out sort of thing. This is the first time my mum ever saw me. And I'm walking back to the car with my mate. He turns around and goes, that was shit. It's like, thank you. I needed to hear that.
But it's honest.
It is. Yeah.
It's honest.
And I thank him for that. I actually thanked him a couple months back.
Absolutely. The honesty of that is the best thing. And I've said it to you, like, for me, my gauge is Anna, my wife, my best mate.
Yep.
My 2 best mates are the gauge. One of them, if I can actually make him laugh, right?
No, you're onto something.
I'm onto something.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a fucking harsh motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, like, whereas I've got another mate, he giggles like a schoolgirl, and I know if it's funny in that sense, yeah, he's up on it. It's not politically correct.
I've got one of them. Shout out to my mate Robert Wood.
Yeah, shout out to Matty Benzina. Yeah, he's out there. I know it's inappropriate, so I just go, "Oh, better curb that joke," you know.
Yeah.
But the other mate's literally like, "No, fucking wog, fucking ease up."
Wog.
Yeah, he actually.
It gets me every time he's anyway.
But he actually doesn't call me wog. He calls me Wong. Wong.
Because you're wrong.
Well, no, because I'm always trying to find a loophole, like a Chinaman.
Stop mentioning China. Fucking hell.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Speaking of loopholes, I think I found one.
Yeah.
I'm worried I'm getting shut down.
No.
I don't know who's going to do it, but I'm worried, like, the person I spoke to about the festival goes, oh, you let me know Monday what you're doing. And in my head I'm thinking, bitch, this thing starts Sunday. Like, I'm not, why do I have to run it by you what I'm doing?
He basically wants to be part of your show now because his show's not going on.
No. He's not. He himself isn't a comic.
No.
He just has something to do with running a gig.
Oh, okay.
But he's in cohorts with the people with International Comedy Festival.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So no, there's nothing on that. But he offered.
What are they going to do?
No, nothing. I don't know.
Fuck out of shit. It's your free. It's like I said to you. It's your choice. As in you're doing something. People who come down to see the show. If you're coming down to see the show, if you're sick, don't come.
Duty of care.
Duty of care.
Yeah.
You know, and some of it's got to be thrown back at the people too. It's like,
oh fuck yeah.
If you're sick, don't come. One will say it here. One will say it at the show. Don't be there because if this big ass Montenegrin catches a cold from any of you motherfuckers, you think I'm ranting now about Chinaman? I'll be ranting about every motherfucker out there. Just putting it out there.
He just won't be able to speak, so he'll just type it out, and I'll have to read it.
Yeah, and it'll be like, fuck.
And today, Benny thinks,
no, but fucking duty care. Look after yourself. Fucking don't come out. It's like, you know, and businesses have got to still keep running.
Yeah.
I drive a truck, like I said to you. I drive my truck. Now, my business is going. You're coming in Monday, aren't you? It's like,
really?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Fuck.
I mean, I deliver fucking flowers.
Yeah.
Right, and that shit gets fumigated.
Oh, you could just stand yourself in there and get fumigated.
No, fuck that
No?
shit.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you, but fuck me dead.
No.
But no, I wouldn't. Oh, fuck no. You know that shit now.
Monsanto spec?
I don't know what they call this shit, bro, but that shit they reckon they used in World War II.
Oh,
I can't remember what it's called.
Agent Orange.
Oh, no. It's some total, I don't know what it is, but the guy, one of the guys that I know that does that shit, that cleans up does the fucking smoking out this shit.
Yeah.
He goes, that killed a lot of people back in the day.
Fuck.
You wouldn't want to, but you know what makes me laugh? And we're sitting there, and it's like, oh, yeah, shit's going to be ready in about 15 minutes, B. And he just fucking flings these doors open.
Just don't sniff it for a bit.
Yeah, it's like, we're standing here, bro.
Actually, speaking of random shit, you know, talking about rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Last week about YouTube rabbit holes. We mentioned the slow-mo guys.
Yeah.
I was just doing some admin shit the other night, and I just had shit playing in the background. There was a video for the slow-mo guys, and they captured sorry, they had this segment. I'm not using my words properly, but I've never said this word out loud, so I don't know if I'm going to say it correctly, but I can't spell it for sure as fuck. But like Shaolin monks.
Shiling. Yeah.
Shaolin monks, thank you. So they were doing that thing where they throw a pin through glass and it pops a balloon.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Big flaw.
Doesn't work.
Big fucking flaw. No, I've seen them do it on Carl Pilkington's Idiot Abroad, all that sort of shit. But they didn't have slow-mo, right? Now, when they had this on, the pane of glass they had, I can't remember how thick it was. It looked like it was about 2 mil thick. That's fine. That's glass. It was about the size of an A4 piece of paper.
Yeah. One
of them's holding it. The other one's got a balloon behind it. Excuse me. And this monk's doing his power-up moves and all that sort of stuff. And bam, does it. It's all good. They caught it on slow-mo, all that sort of shit. And then I see the slow-mo, and they magnify it a little bit. It looked like a fucking headless nail. It was not a pin.
Oh, okay.
I remember seeing it on Carl Pilkington's Idiot Abroad, and you could hardly see the pin. You just saw the balloon fucking pop.
Yeah.
And a hole in the glass. I think it's bullshit. Like, if you throw a nail at a piece of glass, yeah, that motherfucker's gonna break.
Of course it is.
Do you reckon it's bullshit?
Nah, well, if it's a nail, don't forget, if it's one of those, if it's not treated, the glass is not treated, you know, like it's got that special
Yeah. Not glazed or anything.
Not glazed or anything, it's just going to make it a little hole.
Well, that's what it did. It only made a hole. The pin didn't go through.
Yeah, where when it's glazed, it's going to shatter, it's going to spread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously it's made a little hole, hit the balloon, there goes a balloon.
I want to know if they didn't get the right angle. I don't know if it was the glass that popped the balloon or the head of the pin. or nail. It was a fucking nail. It was like
Yeah, it could. Well, it depends how far the balloon was from glass. Was it
they had it next to it.
Yeah, well, maybe the glass, as it's hit it, the glass is shattered.
And that's popped it.
Popped it, yeah. And it looked all,
I felt cheated.
So once,
I want to try it.
Where are they? Where are they from? Those Shaolin monks?
Wuhan? No, I don't. I don't know.
China. See.
Oh no. The China episode.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm sure the firewalls will sort this out though.
Yeah, we won't get taken down by anybody but China.
I don't think we're big enough yet.
Not big enough yet.
Right.
Yeah, I reckon this is going to come and haunt us down the track.
They said this about Shaolin monks.
He's not coming on.
They're not listening to fucking pod. I don't get many monks at my shows, so I'm not too worried. But no, like, it just didn't look right.
How do you mean? Like,
It was a fucking nail. Like, it was huge. Like it. Yeah, they magnified it, but they had the moment. It showed the moment it came out of the hand.
Yeah.
It was a fucking nail.
Maybe he did the switcheroo in the hands. How do you know?
But if on any show you were going to do that,
Well,
a slow motion thing.
yeah, but he can switch it in his hands. Like he can turn around and go, oh, you know how they move their hands around?
Don't do that. Oh no.
Move their hands around.
But no, I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, like, if you pegged a nail at the TV, it'd probably crack or
crack it, yeah.
fucking scratch at least. But like, they throw it in a way where like a throwing knife sort of thing. Like it flips around, but then I'm gonna fuck it.
Did it have the weight on the? Did it have that red stuff on the back of it, like the little feathery shit on it?
No, it wasn't a dart.
No. But like sometimes they've got like the little. It looks
No.
Just
No, but yeah, they had it on the Carl Pilkington one, and that looked like an actual needle. Like it looked like you could stitch something up with it. But like, yeah, this was a nail. It was a headless nail. Like, but when it's in travel, it goes completely horizontally and hits at a right angle on the glass.
Yeah.
Just pokes a little hole through it. But yeah, I feel like I could do it.
Try it. Get a plain glass. We'll get a thin plate of glass.
I don't think I need 10 years of training to do it. And I was saying like,
Alright, our next podcast we'll get a pack of glass. A little nail. Yeah, I'll tee all that up. Leave it to me.
If there was any sort of trick like that, I reckon that's the one I could do. I'm not going to try putting my fist through concrete. Like, fuck that. I need my hands for work.
What the?
Like the strong, like the. What was it? The ninjas that did shit like that to prove their training was done.
No, it was trying.
I hope you're not going to China anytime soon. You probably won't get let in.
Fuck no.
But,
no, but with that, I'll give you an example about concrete. Put more sand in the concrete.
yeah, it's weak as piss.
Weak as piss. You
Yeah.
punch through that like you can sit there going, oh, I better do the noise. Bang, and it just shatters. But yeah,
Fucking hell.
but yeah, it's like if you don't put enough of the stuff in there, it's just gonna crumble. It still looks formed, and it's still got the grey through it because you've got a bit of concrete through it. But it will shatter it to fucking 100 pieces.
Sorry, concrete's a form of stone. Isn't it a stone composite that makes it?
Yeah, the concrete. But if it's got hardener in it and all that sort of
Right,
shit.
okay.
So the hardener is actually what hardens it up. But if you're putting more sand in there, and it's like when they do the rendering and all that sort of sand, concrete, lime. Oh, sorry, sand, cement, lime. So there you're three.
Oh, it's limestone, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got lime in there.
Like powdered limestone. Okay. Yeah.
But this would probably just be a complete sand, bit of concrete to make it look grey.
Yeah.
Bang, it goes in 100 pieces. Because you see some of those shows that you watch, Guinness Book of Records, he's got to chop all those bloody bricks or whatever it is, you know. He's like, he's going along, he's knocking them all out, and it's like, all right, yeah, man, that's like 50 odd. That's just, your head would be broken.
Yeah.
It'd be shattered. You know.
It's not something I want to try.
We can make it up.
Could probably headbutt a watermelon.
That might
I reckon it hurt more if you like had it in the fridge.
No.
I reckon I could headbutt a room temperature watermelon.
Oh yeah, but it still hurt.
Yeah, but not as much as putting your fist through concrete. I've put my fist through a few things. It's horrible. I don't recommend fisting. There's a reason why it's called a fetish.
Jesus, fisting. I couldn't do it. Look at the size of my fist.
Yeah, I know, it's
Sorry, look at the size of my fist.
like fucking an elephant. No, I got small hands.
Yeah, God. But yeah,
Get into fisting.
see, this is the rabbit hole. This is where you end up. You end up
Yeah.
back on back on you porn or fucking porn up.
I remember this girl once. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you liked our porn chat, you're gonna love this. I was getting down and dirty with a girl one night, and she basically made me fist her, sort of thing. I was like, wow, this is incredible. And this isn't the whole story. I'll save that for a gig one day. But basically going at it, I had 2 fists in there, and then after a while,
Two.
two.
Jesus.
My hands are small.
But just what was?
It was more like that. It was more like that. It was sort of almost Superman.
Still pretty big.
Yeah. Well, it's not a finger. Yeah. But like, and then after a while, she's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, fuck me." And I just looked at her and I thought she was joking. And I started laughing. I was like, "No." She's like, "Why not?" I was like, "Well, I'm not embarrassed by what I've got, but I know for you and me both, that is going to be disappointing." I just couldn't do it. I didn't see any benefit in it whatsoever. Like, it was like fisting. Fisting's a finisher, not a starter.
Yeah, true.
But that's in my humble opinion. I'm not kink shaming anyone who's into fisting. I know someone's gonna fuck me.
But maybe she. Yeah, but then you could have got the ass.
I didn't know that was an option. Could have been.
You've double fisted it, and you think the ass is not an option? The fuck, bro?
I was 19 at the time.
Yeah, right. Fuck. She's just gone, oh, instead of one fish, can you just chuck in an extra one, please? And then it's like, yeah, don't touch me ass, but my ass.
Look, if I knew what I knew now.
She'd be alive for that. Fuck.
Yeah. Should have.
Oh, hilarious.
I don't know how to segue out of that into what I wanted to talk about next. So,
Ass fisting to.
I went to a Raw final the other night.
Yes, so I'm going to cut you off quickly. What happens to that now?
Shit.
Who won?
Yeah, fuck, didn't even think of that. Maybe they'll postpone it or hold it in smaller venues. I don't know.
Yes,
Because it's not audience voted.
Yeah.
It's all based on the judges. So maybe they could do a.
Who are the finalists? Do you know?
The one that I saw.
Yeah.
Some dude who definitely shouldn't have gotten through, but there was Heather Jones. She did a really good set.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw her for the first time maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Thought she was funny, but this was like fucking Heather Jones 2.0. Like fucking like the last per minute she got fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And fucking dirty.
Yeah.
Like so good. And Lawrence Driscoll.
Okay.
Driscoll, I never know how I'm saying his name fucking probably, but fuck man, he was on fire. That was
He's good.
easily the best fucking set I've seen him do.
I've said it about Lawrence, and when I first met him, I first met him, oh fuck, it would have been, it was a School of Hard Knocks thing down in Port Melbourne.
Yeah.
Was it there that I met him? No, Highlander.
Yeah.
I saw him there. Fuck, I was tears were all
Yeah.
my
It's
eyes.
fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious, and not that he's naturally hilarious. He does it seamlessly. He does it.
Yeah. No effort. Yeah.
No
absolutely
effort. He does it very well. I mean, you know, not that I'm saying he should win or whatever, but you know,
I think he should. He was fucking great.
he's good. I mean, for me, like I love his shit. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's very good, but he's I don't know.
But he makes you think as well. Like again, I don't want to say anyone's bits, but I mean, same as most comics that I hang out with. You know, I've seen your stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like I noticed when you put in a different tag or a finish or a segue or whatever. Like the first time I heard his stuff. Again, this is my opinion. Like I'm a nobody. This is my opinion as a fan of comedy. But like the first time I saw some of his bits, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I get it. Like it was fucking like yeah, he's brilliant. But
like his camping bit when he does the whole camping, he's fucking hilarious. I don't give a fuck, mate. Look, you know me. I'm straight up. I'm fucking. I'm not. You know,
so good.
I'm not trying to be fucking. I love everybody across the board. If you're gonna respect me, I'll respect you. You can't give a fuck who you are. I'll call you a fucking prick.
Yeah.
But when he does his shit and he goes down that line, fucking hell, to me, I was pissing myself laughing.
Yeah.
And like you say, he opens your eyes up a little bit. And you go, fuck, that was good.
Yeah.
You know, that was fucking fun.
Nah, but he nailed it, man. He got the. He may, in all fairness, he may not have gotten. I mean, he got, as an average, he got more laughs per minute than the next person.
Yeah.
But he got heartier laughs.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is for this, but like you saw people giggling at other people and stuff. Like it was a good night. There was maybe 3 or 4 like proper shit acts as you'd expect from an open mic gig.
Yep.
Which is essentially what it is. But like he got proper fucking laughs. Like he was the only person who had to stop for a second for people to calm down.
Yeah.
It was the first name called up. I was so fucking happy. Like, he was a nervous wreck. Like, he came by Death of War. He was like, do you mind if I have a spot? Like, I need to sharpen up this and that. I was like, dude, fuck yeah, of course. Like, I met Lawrence when he did one of his first gigs in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like, I was running, what was the Dorchester back then. It was just me and a few comics with, like, a little fucking portable PA system.
Yeah.
In St Kilda. And he came down because he heard about it. He was fucking, we've been mates ever since. It was great. But him, again, so much fucking growth.
Yeah.
And then to see him do that, and the place was packed. He had to stop because people were laughing too hard and stuff. It was fucking brilliant. But yeah, I really hope something goes forward with that because that'd be a fucking shame.
Excuse me, but down the track, I think he'll be a name to watch out for.
Fuck, oh, he already is.
You know, like you'll see that name up. He'll be up there.
Yeah.
And stop blowing smoke up his ass because I don't need to. But when you see somebody at that, you can see that he's working. He's fucking getting funnier and funnier and funnier. And you hear his shit. And like I say, I love comedy. I love to watch comedy.
That's why we're doing this fucking podcast.
And you sit there and you listen to people like that, and you know. And then you got, like, we'll go back to the other spectrum where you got people that aren't as funny, you know, and we know they're not funny, and you're sort of sitting there going, well, how the fuck did he get through? What's going on here, man? You know, but you know, I've heard in the past. I mean, certain things they go for certain looks, they go for certain.
I think that's blatantly obvious.
Credos and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I say, I mean, you know, it's sad that they don't go on the ability of a person, and not the look, the gender, or the fucking wokeness, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Go off with that fucking. If that guy's making people laugh,
that's all that matters.
That's all that.
That should be all.
That's it. That's all that should matter, man. I don't give a fuck. But you know, that's a name, Lawrence. Fucking look out for Lawrence.
Would love to get Lawrence in one day.
We'll get him in here, definitely. I mean, you know, but yeah, 100%. He to me, and I've heard him a fair few times, and I always giggle, like, you know, I don't know if you got to notice me when I go to a show. We'll go watch comedy one night, and when you see me in this dumbfounded fucking look, going, what the fuck was that, bro? The fuck was that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like, when I laugh, I jiggle, bro. I'm sitting there going, oh, this is hilarious. This is fucking. Yeah. It makes me happy. Like I can say, Monday I drove home. I was so happy. I wasn't even on the fucking pill.
Yeah, that was a good night.
It was like I had it. it was a great night. The comedy was fucking 100% A level, and that's what you want. That's what
Fuck yeah.
That's what you aspire to. That's what you fucking want to see. You know. And then when you see fucking people, oh, but wait a minute, like you said, we'll go back to the 300 thing. Oh, I've done 300 gigs. I don't give a fuck. You've done 1,000 fucking gigs, mate. You know.
It's quality over quantity.
Absolutely. And when these guys get up there, and some of them just kill, and they really, really make it effortless. And it's not, and this is the thing that it's not effortless. They work their fucking ass off. You know, and you have to work your ass off in this. You know, if you want to get good, you have to work. It's like any job.
Fuck yeah, but like Lawrence, like he hit me up. So my gigs Tuesdays. I think he hit me up on maybe, not that it matters, but like Thursday or Friday, saying, "Hey, I've got my final coming up. I don't have anything lined up. Do you mind if I come in?" This is obviously verbatim. What the fuck that word is? Why am I trying to use big words on a Saturday morning? This is a chat between mates. This is like, oh look, if I totally understand if there isn't, but if there's room, do you mind if I jump on? I was like, no, fuck dude, I'll make room. It's fine. Come in. Like, that's putting yourself out there. Like, he had the risk of looking like a prick, being like, oh, you should give me a spot, and he's not like that.
No.
And it's just like, I need to sharpen up. He obviously wasn't feeling confident. I'm not speaking for him, but I can understand from his point of view, like, he probably wasn't feeling confident. He may not have gigged for a little bit, because I hadn't seen him for a while, but he may not have gigged for a bit. He reached out, as like, I need to sharpen up.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And his gig was 2 days later, and he fucking smashed it. Like, it was so good to see him working out the last little bit that he had, or whatever he was doing, or working out what he said, only give me 5 minutes. It's like, dude, of course. That's what you want, that's what you fucking get. And then seeing him absolutely nail it, easily the best set I've ever seen him do. And he just looks like a dude who's having a laugh with you on stage. Like, he doesn't get up, put a big fucking show on.
Oh, fuck no.
He just jumps up, does his thing. It's just very, if he's listening, I hope he takes it right, but he's very easy to watch.
Fuck yeah.
Like, there's no effort involved. You don't have to, I don't know what the word is, but definitely a name to look out for.
Yeah, it is a name to look out for.
I actually cannot wait to see what he comes up with when he's got a show together.
Definitely.
Like something like a half hour plus or something like that.
Yeah,
Fucking
he'll kill.
brilliant.
He will kill. He will do very well.
And just a lovely guy as well.
Yeah. Look, like I say, I've talked to him a few times. You know, and he's got a quiet demeanour about him.
Yeah, it's very soft and sweet.
Yeah, very quiet demeanour, and I think he's a thinker.
Fuck yeah.
He's a much a thinker,
like yourself, yeah.
He's met me a few times. He's probably going, "Oh, this guy's one of those. Get me away from him." I'm not like that, Lawrence. I'm straight up, mate. I call him spade a spade.
No, he's very easy to talk to. Just a lovely dude. So very happy to see someone's hard work paying off.
Yeah, it's great, but it's awesome to see that, and like I say, it's great to be a part of that. When you're part of things like that, and then you see the other side where there's shit, and they've just through the characters.
Yeah.
And this is what the thing coming back to somebody saying something to you about the show.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they should have a look at their shit.
Well,
and Geordie's not saying this. I'm fucking saying this.
I mean, I think I'd like to think this person meant well, saying don't go ahead with it.
Yeah.
But I've worked in industries where backstabbing, not saying you backstab me, but I've worked in some place, like, for instance, when I worked at the strip club, right?
Yeah.
When I was an MC, I only worked for maybe 10 minutes of every hour.
Yeah.
Right? The rest of it was liaising with customers, being like, hey, you should get your mate up on stage for $50 when you get him humiliated by that gorgeous lady over there, kind of thing. That was my fucking job, and then calling the show, right? Because I had a lot of downtime, like legitimate downtime, I'd be sitting on the fucking couch just playing through my phone until I had to go up again, right? In my downtime, part of my job was walking dancers back to their cars in the parking lot, right? Now, if you got told to do that, obviously people start talking like, oh, let's just call it Candy because sure there's many Candies, no one knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Like, oh, Candy always asks for Geordie to walk her back to it. Oh, they must be fucking or something like that. There was this talk.
Yeah.
I never did, but then I'd always get the chat from the manager being like, "You're not to date any dancers here." Blah blah blah. When I left,
yeah,
found out he was shagging all of them. Like 3 years. It's like, so I don't know what to believe. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's
fuck who you want to fucking do whatever.
But that's that whole one rule for one people, another
Yeah.
rule for another people. Fuck the rule, man. Everybody has the same rule. Across the book, I'm ranting again, but everybody has the same
I'll
rule.
allow it.
Everybody, just nothing about China. Fuck, I said it again.
Jesus. Yeah.
It's a joke. Come on.
Oh, no, okay. I'm too white for this. Yeah.
But no, across the board, everybody's the same.
Yeah.
And fucking, if your thing's not working, his thing's working, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
so be it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Don't fucking give me these little hush hush threats and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I mean, as it stands at the moment, if things are going to get worse, it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So our show starts tomorrow,
Yes.
15th of March.
Uh-huh.
The first 2 weeks, honestly, are probably going to be a trial. Because, you know, the streets were pretty dead today coming here.
Yep.
Shops last night were fucking dead when I went to get cat food. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
All the acts are pushing the fuck out of the show and letting everyone know that we're here.
Yep. Yep.
If the first 2 weeks are a fucking flop, I might postpone it, or maybe run the last week before Easter as a condensed version of what we had. So you have to play it by ear, unless the government comes out and says, okay, no gatherings of whatever, curfew, fucking this and that.
Yep.
Legally, I don't think we have to stop.
Well, you don't have to stop. I mean, you covered all your bases. You're covered. Everything's covered. Your liability, the whole lot's covered.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to go on that rant, you're more than welcome. But it's all covered. So go fuck yourself. Well, nah, fuck that. I mean, call a spade.
Yeah.
But that's all covered. In the sense of who's sick, stay at home.
Yeah.
Who's not feeling well. Even the comics.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
You've already said it to them. If you're not feeling well, do not come in. We don't need. We'll put somebody
No one
else
needs
on
to be
there.
put at risk. Yeah.
Nobody needs to be put at risk. You know, there's plenty of people there. Come in, enjoy it, have a drink. If you're not feeling the vibe, cool.
Yep.
Leave. Very simple. But great. Once again, it's going to be a fucking awesome lineup.
Oh, it's a great lineup.
If you feel up to it and you're not feeling sick or anything, come on down, check it out. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have a laugh. You'll see everybody there. You might even see the big Montenegrin giggling like a little schoolgirl.
No, it's a fucking solid lineup. Like, there is no fat on it whatsoever. No. It's not an open mic gig. It's not a. You pay your entry, you're guaranteed a laugh. Like, it's a. I'm all mainly nervous because it's the first gig I've ever put on where there's money involved. Like,
well, look,
that's all I'm worried about. But people pay for tickets all the time.
You know, if the people want to come in there, they're coming on their own back. So they all know this. And even prior to this happening, they were still coming in there off their own bat.
Yeah.
They had plenty of choice. You know, like now, it is what it is, where we're at with all this coronavirus shit going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, just come out. Because the more we're afraid of shit, the worse it is. It starts becoming we're, locking ourselves indoor, we don't want to go anywhere. And I'm just saying to people don't do that because it's not the way to go at the moment. It's like, we've still got to live, we've still got to be very... Remember, media have got an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay?
To sell toilet paper.
Absolutely. Yeah. Media have got an agenda, and we all know this. You know, it doesn't matter what media outlet you're part of, they've got an agenda, they've got sponsors, they've got whatever, they've got to fucking sell, spruik, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They've got their agenda. You've got to look at it as, don't always say, don't be a fucking sheep, be your own person.
Yeah.
You know what's good for you and what's not good for you. And so, if you feel up for it, come on down. It's going to be a great show. Chuck out a few names. Come on, here we go.
Top of my head, we've got Andrew Wiles, Laney Chait, Katie Birch, Chris Wainhouse,
Yep.
Johnny Katz. As of today, we'll have Matt Nanke for a spot.
Sweet.
Gary Jahal.
Yep.
Fucking put me on the spot here. Andy Chambers, Mark Oshkar,
Yep.
David Boyle, John Dahl,
Yep.
Izzy Ali, Mark O'Keefe, who's coming from Ireland, hopefully still. Actually, I should probably check up on him. I'm going to feel horrible if I miss someone out. Dan Kappa.
Yep.
That's going to make for a great podcast. Me saying like 6 fucking times.
Alright, they're going to get shit at you. Why'd you say I'm so many times, you prick?
But yeah, we're in, it's a fucking good line. Oh, we got Hugh Robertson, Senor James. They're doing a double. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
Absolutely, and you know, come down, enjoy it, have a look at it, see what it's about. And yeah, just I think it's going to be a great time. And whoever's got an issue, you know, go fuck yourself. Well, nah. Well, no.
This was all planned. This was okay. Just for the record, this wasn't. Melbourne International Comedy Festival's not happening. I'm going to put on a showcase. No, this was organised. The seed was planted for this maybe November,
There you go.
October, November. I want to say I'm shit with dates, but it was at least 2 months
Last
before.
year.
It was at least 2 months before fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I had someone whipping up designs for it before Christmas.
Yeah.
This isn't a pop up. It's a pop up in a sense as it was a suggestive alternative to the festival, and it all came about because we couldn't get residency with the comedy festival, and I'm fucking thankful we didn't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would not be happening. So all the acts are involved have put money forward for promotional costs and making sure the bar isn't fucked having extra staff on all that sort of shit. So everyone's going to be happy. The bar, I hope, is going to make off a lot of drinks and food, as we do very good food and drinks are well priced.
Yep.
And the comics are going to make a bit of coin off tickets. We're not gouging anyone. I even had a suggestion that like another room runner saying $20 tickets for the night is too cheap. Now's the time to cash in.
Nah.
I was like, no.
Nope. You said it. You've put it out there. And this is the thing about don't take the piss now.
No, I'm not.
And basically, you had this plan a long time before any of comedy festival shit was.
I never heard of coronavirus when I started this.
No.
So fuck off if anything with this plan. No, but we're doing $20 tickets that gets you in for the whole night. You can. Oh, you're a legend. You can't. There's nothing on. You can only see X amount of comics that night. If you want to see one comic, fine. If you want to see all 5, be my guest. We're not going to be changing ticket prices. This was the price that me and all the other comics talked about over extensive amount of meetings.
Yep.
We're like, what's a fair price? $5? That sounds too cheap. Free? Fuck doing a bucket. No one's going to make anything.
Yeah.
We're all happy to make our money back.
Yeah.
We've got some big fucking names. We just want to entertain you.
Absolutely.
It was all because we couldn't get residency. Some of these I'm not going to speak for anyone, but the main gist was some of these acts couldn't afford or they didn't want to pay the exorbitant fees for being part of Comedy Fest, and we found an alternative. And me personally, I can't be fucked going to the city every night.
And it's also running a business.
Exactly. There was a hole in the market. I filled the hole.
You filled the hole. That was it. That's all.
I like filling holes.
Fucking fist.
When I can.
Anyway, but no, I'll give you credit. The big Montenegrin's proud. I'm gonna call myself a big Montenegrin now. Fuck that.
Careful
Big
how you say it.
Montenegrin.
But no, just in case anyone thinks I'm trying to ride the coattails of anyone's misfortune, I fucking feel for the people who have had their shows cancelled.
Absolutely, we all do.
Some of my really good friends and people I've worked with, I feel fucking horrible for you, and this is just how it's played out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rub it in the dirt of anything like that, but if you see me posting shit about this, it's not because I'm rubbing it in your face. I have a need for customers greater than ever, and now there's a fucking outlet for people to still be entertained.
Absolutely.
And you've still got Comics Lounge, you've still got Kings of Comedy, fucking great venues.
Yes. They're doing the same thing. They're running. They're running a business, and like, when I say to the comics out there, look, I'm not a part of this. I was going to be part of the School of Knock Knocks thing, and we had to sell tickets and all that. But I said to the comics, you're running your little business.
Yep.
It didn't happen.
Yep.
Sometimes in business, shit doesn't happen.
Yep.
You got to work around it. It gives everybody time to work around it, and you know. And this is where it's at the moment. It's not. You're not taking the piss. Your tickets are the same. The lineup's the same.
Oh, and fuck! If anyone hears differently about $20 per act or something, no,
That's
no.
bullshit. It's $20
For the night.
for the night,
Which is cheaper than some people were flogging their shows for.
absolutely.
Like, people need to make money, but we made the ticketing price attractive so we could get people in. We thought 30 sounded a bit much.
Yeah.
These acts, some of them play gigs that are $70 a ticket for an hour. This is 2.5 hours of entertainment for $20.
And and like I say, it's a great fucking lineup. Great bunch of comics to have a look at. Get out there, have a look, support them. You know, and this is the thing. I mean, I've just looked on Facebook just then. A lot of people are doing different things now because of the coronavirus.
Good.
Excellent.
Good.
Now people start thinking outside
What
the
is it?
fucking
Bear
box.
Grylls says survive, adapt, overcome. Do it.
Fuck oath.
Yeah. That'd make a good poster, actually.
You know, it's like just get out there and fucking, you know, just try different shit now. It's like it's any business. Like I said to you, I ran a restaurant. I was competing with fucking how many restaurants down the bloody street? There was probably 50 of them.
Oh, fuck, dude, yeah.
And you're always trying to, you adapt, you move, you change, you do this, you do that. Same thing with this.
Yeah, you do a drink special, you do a chef's
Absolutely, you
choice,
do what you got to do to fucking make business. And basically this has happened. Yep, it's no fault of ours. It's, you know, it's happened. It's across the board. Everybody, it's the same thing. But you've also got the opportunity to come down, see a good show, check it out, have a bit of fun. You know, get in there, enjoy it, enjoy the night. You actually might enjoy the night and go, fuck. You know, this was good. You know, it's not
I
a.
hope so.
Well, and I've kept saying it. I kept saying it from day one, and because I'm doing the podcast with you and shit, there's nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It's basically when I see somebody working their tail off, I'm gonna fucking like Lawrence. Lawrence didn't pay me.
Yeah.
I don't know Lawrence shit. No, Lawrence don't owe me shit.
I wish Lawrence was on the line.
You know,
Yeah.
but this is the thing. I'm saying it because I see it and I go, well, fuck, funny. I like him.
Yeah.
Bloke. But I'll say that for anybody that I think, well, I'm sitting there going, oh, funny. I don't give a fuck people turn around to me tomorrow and go, Benny, you shit. Fine, man. I work twice as hard to get where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of this whole thing. It's like, adapt, kick your ass, do what you need to do, get off the fucking thing. Don't sit there. Yeah, it's fucking hard. It's a lot of shit that went down, you know. One big corporation shuts everybody down. But listen to that, people. One big corporation shut everybody down.
Yeah.
That's the magic word here, corporation.
I mean, I hope this goes ahead. I'm like $600 down on this. But yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If this go ahead, you can make some money off me, if you know what I mean.
I didn't know you like fisting, Benny.
Go to fucking.
Careful what you wish for, my friend.
That's not that I've been there before. But anyway, let's just move on. We're taking a piss, but in the sense of, yeah, we have to all remember. It's like, you know, and you've got to look at the bigger light down the track. It's going to get better, better, and better. And you know, but come down, Death and Glory. Check it out. It's going to be fucking awesome. You know, we'll try not to kill the older comedians there, like me or Chris.
He's 50 if you didn't know, yeah.
Oh, Jesus God, fuck. Chris is 50, I'm 47. Oh, we're in those fucking numbers, man. But yeah, I don't know. What are we're gonna want to shut down or?
Yeah, wherever you're going.
Alright.
Thank you very much for listening.
No worries. Thank you for listening, guys, and we will catch you guys soon.